Now I'm going to try to induce her to get, so do you usually let her up on the couch?
Yes.
Okay, okay. She's extremely excited, which is fine, you know. But as long as she now. No. Okay. So he did about the same thing. So right now she's already up. She checked herself. Did you see that?
I bet she stopped right in the middle.
Yeah. Did you see that? That was
Yeah.
nice. That.
No.
So now she's trying to play. She wants to play really bad right now. Okay. That was nice. That was nice.
If she's getting after somebody, if she hears me and I'm mad, she'll listen.
Yeah, okay, so here's what we just said too. One of the things I really liked about what just happened is you use your mom voice, okay? So you use the mom voice. When you let her out of the cage, you use the little girl voice, okay? And I want to emphasize this one thing about with dogs here. If you speak to a dog a certain way, just like she just did, they get that. Now, she could have said it just differently by, no, stop.
I know. Yeah.
No, stop, baby. It's okay. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get the same response. No. And so this is one of the hardest things I think for some people.
Hey.
It is for, well, we can work on that. So already what happened is that you just asked her to do something twice, you know, and so you don't have her attention yet, you know, which is no. And what I see too is that she doesn't have, you know, a lot of discipline yet. She's pretty much all over the place. She's, you know, no. So we don't let our dogs lick because I know where her mouth has been. Okay, so it's just good protocol. If you want our dogs to get to an advanced stage, that's one of the things, especially my family. She shouldn't be licking you, and you shouldn't let her. Yeah. And so once she does, if she licks me, I go, no. I just put my hand in her mouth. Her mouth is really soft, and I give her some praise after that. But her mouth, I mean, she let me in her mouth really nicely like that. Good girl. No.
She does nip. Terrible.
Yeah, that's okay. That's no. Good girl. So just that. So even what I'm doing right now with her, I'm already starting my training right now. I mean, even that. So
that never happens.
What's that?
Stopping immediately. I think she's
course.
afraid of you.
Okay. Here's the thing, though, Linda. Here's the thing. Now, one of the things that I really want to emphasize is that you just said something that a lot of clients have actually said. And that I want to, but then they go, well, how do you get so much control of the dogs immediately? It's not the fear. Dogs, it's not the fear that she has of me, because I'm already still giving her praise. I haven't done anything to hurt her. I haven't done anything to abuse her. So she's not fearing me. What she's giving me is just respect, animal respect. That's all that is. And so people will then interpret as the dog being afraid of me, because I do this all the time, where I'll get around the dogs and they'll behave completely different.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they go, oh my God, she doesn't behave that way when you're not here. And I go, well, because I mean it. I actually mean it. You know? So even, there you go. You see? So she understands that somebody in the room means it. Yeah. You know? Oh. And it reflects. There's a little reflection going on.
I'm the one that feeds her.
Hey, good girl. Good girl. That's it.
She was just spayed 2 weeks ago.
Nice girl.
Hopefully that will settle her down a little bit too. I don't know.
Give me the look. She's gonna. As soon as you really start the real discipline, the dog is gonna almost be like kids. They're gonna shy away from it sometimes. They may not want that. You know it's the best thing for them, but hey, they don't want that right now. She might be running away from you for a minute. There's a time too when there's this, what we call this change of power, where she starts to challenge you a little bit more, because she's like, hey, you guys weren't doing this before. You know, well, what's the whole deal now? You know, I was able to be crazy of a tantrum because she's not used to really being controlled. Now I'm not choking her. Hey. So what happens is once a dog starts to feel that you have control of them, this is what happens. This is her just throwing a little temper tantrum, okay? Happens all the time. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. And sometimes it's hard to watch. You know, it is. Off. I tell you what, dogs are opportunists, and they are gonna look for any loophole in any way that they can to manipulate you. And if you do feel sorry for her, even if you start, giving her some discipline and then she goes to hide, I just bring her back out. I don't even feel sorry. I don't say, oh, it's okay, don't be like that. I would have to just say, come. Good girl. Okay, so even standing here, you were like this.
I was.
You were like this. Me standing here, I just went like this,
Yeah.
and the dog has not moved. Okay, when she does move, I go like that, and then I give her relaxation again. So she moved, I gave her the correction. Okay, I want her to stay there. Good, so she'll stay there just like that. I'm gonna cinch this up just a little bit more on her neck, right there, just right behind her ear. Okay. So you're gonna observe a little bit about how I'm gonna walk. Okay, I'm gonna go down maybe to about that second mailbox. Okay, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be making little short corrections, and then most of the time you're gonna observe that my lead on her is gonna be like this
They have
rather
very
than
mean
like
dogs
this.
there.
That's fine.
Very mean.
That's fine.
Okay.
Mean dogs, other dogs, we want distractions. We want her to know that we've got this under control. Mean dogs don't mean anything as long as she knows that we can pass by a mean dog or an aggressive dog and that we're going to be fine because she knows that we're in control and not her. If she feels like she's in control, then she's going to have to do something about that. Okay, here we go. Come on,
One of the things people like to do is they let their dog sniff too much. I already know that she can smell this.
Yeah.
Her nose doesn't have to be down to
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
And so I make it a point to let her know that when that nose goes down, for right now, she can't do that. Later on, when she understands the whole progress of following me completely, she can start sniffing and keep moving.
Yeah.
But right now, that nose will stop her. This is when your walk starts to feel good because I'm not struggling with the dog so much.
I'm not feeling
I'm not
good.
holding any tension in my body while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
The whole time you're walking, that tension that you're
Yeah.
feeling will slow you down.
Yeah.
And it'll make you go, yeah, I'm ready to go back home.
Yeah.
It's like carrying a weight around the whole time that you're on this walk. And I want to feel like I'm just walking like I normally would. What I would do in this environment, I would constantly challenge her. We have to constantly be doing this exercise.
Yeah.
I would be up in my house, outside, working every car that comes by, trying to just,
It'll be about 4 o'clock it can start.
Yeah.
People coming from
yep,
work.
there we go.
I would do it.
No. No. Yeah, see, she's got to get used to that more than anything in this environment.
Yeah.
It would be like, having the kids go to school and be scared of pencils. It's there every day.
Yeah.
She's going to be here every day, and you live here, and so this is part of her environment that she's going to have to start to get used to.
Yep. She's scared of a lot of things. She hears something in the woods, she runs in the house. She's a very scared dog.
Hey. Well, that's not the fact that it's not scared so much. It's that dogs like this, once you haven't walked it right, and they don't have a high level of confidence in themselves, what happens is they take on the responsibility of all the stuff going on around them because you're not, they feel. So if you're not walking her correctly, she already has a feeling that you don't have control. You don't have control. She already knows I've got control of her.
Yeah.
So that now when we're in the house and she hears something, oh, I don't have to be afraid. This guy's got control of that. She's going to start to get that feeling.
Yeah.
If you're not walking her correctly, she's always going to get that feeling that she's in control somehow. And she doesn't really want to be. You know, she's not that type of dog. You know, she's not really, you know, that alpha dog. She doesn't want to be in control. So it makes her a little nervous, you know. And so you get this a lot of times with dogs where, you know, they just haven't been shown that you've got it all under control. From the food that you give them, the walk, where you take them, everything.
Yeah.
That come in, these cars. You've got to know that I've got control over us not being hit by this car. You know, it's better. Hey, no. So that behavior, I'm going to disagree with. So I know she's already afraid of cars like that, so she's going to have to get used to that because this is the only path we have.
Yep.
So that's going to be a natural occurrence all the time that she's going to have to get used to. So what I do is I correct that behavior. I don't say, oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. I say no to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let some more cars pass. Good girl. I'm going to leave it like this. Let this car go by. No. So that was less than the other one.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was a lot less than the other one. Come. Goodbye, let's do this again. Come. Hey. No. Hey. No. Hey. So that's a great exercise. This is a really good exercise. This has to happen over and over again because you can tell already this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
We would have to do days and days of this so she gets used to having cars go by without a reaction.
She's so strong, I wouldn't be able to hold her like that.
Yeah. Well, that's why we say it's even more important that you need to get this under control now
Yeah.
because she's only going to get stronger. Now, see, occasionally you're going to get something like this. You got to be able to.
No. Hey. Come. Yeah, this is going to be
She's
a huge
tough.
thing for you. This is going to be one of those things that I could see. Hey.
She wants to be coddled.
Oh, well,
I'm not gonna.
good.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's the
Too
last thing we
important.
want. That's
Yeah.
the last thing we want because we never want to give her the feeling that what she's doing is in any way we're going to accept that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Good girl. Good girl. That's what we want. Good girl. See that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I got her attention. Hey. That's what I want. No. Good girl.
Since she sees me, she feels sick. She wants to get to me.
Well, not necessarily. She's been doing this whole thing with you the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not a safety thing with you. She's just trying to find, maybe some security. That's what I want right there. Good.
Take control, maybe. That's what she wants, control.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows that you're,
Easy prey.
easy prey.
Yeah.
Good girl. See that? Good girl. Good girl. This is the first thing we're going to correct. If you're walking this dog and you have nothing but tension on this leash, the dog is never going to get the feeling of following you. It's just like getting pulled around. She's always just going to feel like she's getting pulled around and never really on her own willingly following you. So what happens, your mom started off just like this the same way. She's like this,
Yeah, I'm
pulling the
okay.
leash,
I'm gonna
so here's what the walk is going to look like, and I'm going to give her back to you in a minute.
Yep.
Okay? Here we go. Come. See a difference?
Yeah.
Come. So, you see the difference in that?
Yeah.
And just the leash handling alone, this dog has a different feeling of walking with me than walking with you. Yeah, I'm really just following this guy. He's letting me know every time I go off track, he doesn't want me off track. Every time I put my nose down to sniff, he doesn't want me to sniff. He just wants me to follow him.
Yeah.
And then what you'll start to see is the ears go back. So we call this sort of being in the cut, where the dog just has ears back. He's just doing this. There's no alertness. She's just following you. Now what you're doing is you're telling her not to go forward by pulling backwards. And what that will do, you'll actually reinforce the dog to move forward, believe it or not. We call it the rubber band effect. You stretch, and then they go. So what I'm trying to do to get her to stop going in front of me, because I don't want to pull back so much, she might not even go in front of me now. Come. So she's learning to do that. Leave it. Come. Whatever she's alerting to, leave it. Come. Hey. No.
Is she nervous about?
Yeah, just that. So I don't care what she's nervous about, and I'm not going to go, oh, it's okay, because it's not.
Yeah.
So I stop here, I let her know, hey, you know, if I knew these people, I'd go up on their property
Yeah.
right now. Come. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to show you a correction for getting in front of me. She gets in front of me, I'm going to go, hey, I'm going to pull across, hey, no, come. So we're going to go past that again.
Okay.
You see this thing right here? So whatever she's nervous about, you know, I'm trying to let her know that there's nothing, all the stuff in the yard, that I hope it should be moving a little bit. Come. Well, that was better. See? And I'm going to do it again. Because she still wasn't really comfortable going past that. And this is one of those things that I tell people all the time, that if you're not prepared to put in this kind of work, it's going to be really hard.
Yeah.
Because this is where it really gets done, where I consistently go by something that's already got her spooked a little bit, and I let her know we got this under control. Come. That seems a bit better. That's better. Come. Come. Okay, no. So any bad reaction I get, that little thing around that she's doing less and less of now, I correct that. That little scoot away from that noise going right by me, she gets a correction for that. This looks like a pretty busy street.
Yeah.
I'd spend a lot of time on that street for this one reason. So this is going to be your environment, you know, and so we have to let her know that this is normal and that she can't be afraid of anything in this normal environment. And so starting with that is where your real foundation is going to be built, because without that, she's going to constantly think that you guys don't have this shit under control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is why she's scared. Right now, she's actually feeling that I've got a little bit more control of the situation, so I can now walk by a car with him and everything's going to be okay. He's letting me know everything's going to be okay, and that he doesn't want me to react like that. So as soon as you start out like this, all that is it's telling this dog that you're nervous, which is why your dog is nervous. You just told me in so many words that you're trying to protect her, that you're nervous. I'm protecting her in a way that lets her know that I've got it under control, but I'm not nervous about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty, you know, forward and straightforward about it. I'm not, so as soon as you pick up the leash and you go like this,
Yeah.
that sends a message straight down this leash to that dog that you've got a problem. See that?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. See that? I don't have a problem. I'm just walking. You know, and I'm expecting my dog to start to follow me at this point. Hey. So as soon as you give the correction, then relax. Give her a little bit more leash. Yep. Oh, good, squirrels. Oh, good. so here's what we'll do for that. Watch this, watch this. So let's give her, so she's already pulling. You see those squirrels, right? Yeah. Hold on, let's come back.
All right.
So we see those squirrels, so we have to give her a command for what she's doing, which is paying attention to something else. So I use the command ignore for that. Now those squirrels might not come back out right now, unfortunately, but if I'm going past them, and she's on the, oh, we're on the wrong side of the leash, really. But if I'm going past them, and she starts to key in on that squirrel, I'm going to say ignore. So right now I'm looking for a squirrel. Here's
Right there.
one. Ignore. 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 Okay. Ignore. That squirrel. See that? So I just walked past that. She saw that squirrel. Didn't pull at it. Okay. See that? So I'm giving her a command for exactly what I want. So on the walks, my command would be ignore, with me. I give her right, left turn, stop. Give her all those commands as much as I can. I give her as much language as I can,
Okay.
along with the physical correction. So squirrels are a great one. Cats, other dogs that are in the yard barking at her. If she starts to pull toward that, I say ignore. Other than that, all the other stuff, like the cars going by, I just give her a strict no. That I'm disagreeing with that type of behavior, that mindset that she's in right now. Keep walking, keep walking. Tell her to ignore whatever she... Let's try it again. What's that? Yeah, I mean, in situations like that, I could actually just sit her down. So I would follow that truck around a little bit. So this guy stopped again. I'd follow that truck. He's going to start it up again.
You do it.
Hey. Just that. So then what I'm doing is I'm letting her know that this is okay.
Yeah.
I'm not giving her any tension, but I make her sit here for a bit. These guys come in and start the truck back up. I'm going to just, hey. So the hardest thing is not to feed into her anxiety and feel sorry for her, because this is where most people fail at this, is they feel sorry for the dog right here. Hey. I know there's nothing wrong. I know that this is not hurting the dog. She's got to start to have, what we're trying to do is build confidence in this dog actually too. There's a certain amount of confidence this dog is lacking because of her lack of exposure. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, she's having a hard time, but she's all right. She's a little girl, but she's working hard. Yeah, right? So you see, I let that car go by without any tension. She didn't react. Really nice. So let's go buy this garbage can again. Like I said, I have to start paying really close attention to those things that, stuff like this, the inanimate object that she, you never know why. See that? She's avoiding that garbage can. See that? Hey. No. No. why she's got this thing about the garbage can. I'm not trying to even figure that out. All I know is that there's going to be garbage cans everywhere, and that she can't react like that. So whatever it is, no. Just walk past it again. No. Come. Yeah, this. No. Hey. So she had some kind of reaction to it. Who knows why? Like I said, but I'm going to bring her back to it and let her keep experiencing this until she gives me what I want, which is just a sort of calm reaction. Hey, no, no, no. She's still not used to it yet. Nice car going by, I think. No. Come. No, 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 no. Hey. No. Come. Come. A little bit better. Come. 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 No. No.
All things to be afraid of. Don't be afraid of a
Well, I mean, not the first dog this size that we had. When the weather was warmer, we had one dog who had a thing about the large blue recycle bins like this. Couldn't walk past them just for no reason.
Come. 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 Hey. Like I said, this is one of those things about dogs that that if you try to feed into it and try to figure out why, you're never going to get anywhere. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? Somebody might have put her in a garbage can when she was a puppy. I don't know. You know, all I know is that there's no reason for her to be that way, and so that's all we're trying to correct.
Yeah.
You know, just that. So she has to walk past this thing in between us. Come. Not bad.
No, she didn't try to go behind
Yep,
you that
yep.
time.
Now you can see that little scurry at the end right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give her that for right now. You have to know that you can absolutely physically control this dog. So, we did a little bit of work with some trucks, you know, so even standing right here, you see this? That's too much. You see, so you're already used to doing that.
Yeah.
So you see, this is the training I'm doing is really with you guys. If I take her home, I bring her back in a week, you'd be shocked. But it's still the training that you guys are receiving, because just standing here with the leash like this tells her a different story.
Yeah.
It's telling her a really bad story.
Yeah.
You know, I need to sit here with the leash like this.
But
Like
the
that.
minute I let go, she's going to go down the stairs.
No, I'm not telling you to let go, Linda. I didn't say to
I
let
know,
go.
to lessen the tension.
Yes. So
Yeah.
she hasn't moved. You see that? She hasn't moved. Well, and when she
I know,
does, you
yeah.
correct her, and then you give her
Yes.
then all the slack that she needs, because if she's feeling that, all she's going to do when you let go is go.
Yeah.
You're creating a rubber band effect. Like
Yeah.
I told Amanda, once you're doing this, it's just nothing but tension. You let go of that tension, you know what happens? Poof,
Yeah.
it goes.
So what I'm doing is I correct and then give her this, and then she's sitting like this all on her own.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to do this. This is what she wants.
Yeah.
You know. The thing is too is building her confidence on this street is really important for you guys.
Yeah.
I can't tell you enough. I cannot stress enough. If you guys are not going to do this exercise, I would strongly suggest you give the dog up again. If you're not going to do this exercise, this is your reality. This is your street.
Yeah.
If you can't have this dog not be nervous on your street, then you're going to have a really hard time. You're going to be frustrated beyond belief. Okay? So this, like I said, on your walks, try to stay on the street that's most busy.
Okay.
Try not to go on these streets that are less busy because you're not going to get the stimulus that you're going to need to help correct the dog.
About
You know?
4 o'clock when people are coming home.
And go to the UPS trucks. We did that a few
Oh, boy.
times. No, but by like the third time, each time we walked her by the truck, she was so much better.
Watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first time, bah!
Yeah.
Second time, okay. Third time, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
She
And
wasn't
then-
as scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things I like to show you is just that to witness the exercise of repetition, going back and seeing the result. I mean, instantly you can see it dial down
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You know, and so being able to start to do that on a regular basis. As soon as I see what agitates my dog, I put that dog in that situation again. Most people, because they're frustrated, will pull the dog away from that situation. So as soon as she gets scared of that UPS truck, you're not going to go buy another UPS truck.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we can't have. We want to keep going by every UPS truck we can find, every mail truck we can find. That was perfect.
No, and she was afraid of some inflatables on one of the yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked by that a few times. I don't know why she's afraid of that, but I can't feed into that. I can't feed into the why,
Sissy.
Yeah.
you know. I
She doesn't
can't.
look like a sissy, but she is.
Well, yeah, she just doesn't have a lot of confidence as a dog yet.
Yeah.
You know. So one of the things that'll happen. So say her confidence level is a 5, and you're not presenting anything but a 4. She's going to have a hard time. So if her confidence level is a 5, all you have to do is present yourself as a 6, and you're good. For most dogs, I start to present myself already as like a 9 or a 10,
Yeah.
and then they get it.
Yeah.
That's why they get it so fast.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not letting that dog see anything but me being way above them. So if the dog is a 9, I still got that dog. I'm still the 10. You know, I've had a lot of dogs come in with a high level of confidence, and if you're not really ready for that, they're going to run all over you.